Facebook Live shortly.
I gotta tell you, good morning. Drop-Off Line Sports is, well, not in the drop-off line. It's not in the spring break driveway edition. Actually, Drop-Off Line Sports is coming to you live today, a little bit later than usual, but coming to you live today from Terre Haute, Indiana. I am actually, Indiana State University is behind me, and it is the Hilton Garden Inn in front of me right here. So I'm feeling pretty good. Still a little bit cloudy in the head from this past weekend. But I'm feeling good. Knee feels good. I'm going to go down and see my man Brad Howell. In fact, this is how good, guys. This is how good the ATI guys are, seriously. So I had an appointment today that was scheduled in Center Grove. And I had to be here for the show later on today. And good morning to everybody, by the way, too. I had to be over in Terre Haute. So Brad Howell called and said, hey, I've got some business over there. Why don't you meet me at the ATI location in Terre Haute, and we'll go through rehab. So I'm on my way to rehab right now, and I'm going to get that bad boy started so I can get back in May. Feeling good. Hey, the knee feels great. It does. A little black and blue, and you know, sometimes it's sore, sometimes it's not, but I've been trying to do it. Actually, the people have been forcing me to do it, so do it right. So I am taking advice on this, and moving forward. But go to the show live from the Holman Center later on today. I'm hosting the Indiana State Awards, the athletic banquet, later on this evening, which is going to be kind of funny. I'm completely going to screw it up. But I guess you kind of know that, right? Getting into it. You kind of know that when you say, hey, yeah, JMV, great, come do this, that I'm probably, especially something like that, I'm going to screw up. Anyway, we're over in Terre Haute today. Thank you, ATI Physical Therapy and Brad Howell, for what you do and coming over here. I think it's somewhere down on 41 or something, so I'm going to head over there in just a little bit. Hey, it's weird, man. I have not seen, honestly, since 1993. I used to walk this way to class, right by where this Hilton Garden Inn is here right now. So it's weird. But it is nice. Good morning, Mark, Colleen. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, my man, Seltzer. I am feeling much better. Good morning, Mike. Ready for the playoffs. The Pacers officially clinched their playoff seed, well, being in the playoffs yesterday with that win in overtime over Miami. Here's what happened. They didn't have it in the hotel, so I slid over to the Copper Bar yesterday and watched it, and that was a pretty awesome ending. They're not playing as well as they were at the beginning of the season, right, midway through, but they can still make some noise in this bad boy. I mean, in the Eastern Conference, they can still make some noise if everything gets right and you get Domus back. But that was a good win. Now they go off for 4 consecutive out west. The thing about out west right now, they get the Clippers. They've beaten the Clippers here on Friday night. They get Golden State, and Golden State's struggling with bodies right now, as we've seen injuries to Durant, to Thompson, to Curry, so they're struggling with bodies right now. So you got some games that are out there that are doable. I think Denver's one of them as well on that schedule out west. So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle 4 consecutive on the road, but it has been a fantastic Pacers season. Again, if there is one, to me, and I know what people are going to say about Utah, about what Portland has accomplished, but if there's one sure thing that we know in this NBA world is that Kevin Pritchard should be the executive of the year. That's one sure thing that we know. Quick thing about Lainey. Lainey is off today. Lainey has to go to the doctor on spring break. I feel bad for my girl. So bad. Rick Clark wants to know if Romeo Langford's going to make his announcement at McDonald's. I don't think so. I think he's going to do it after the Final Four now, isn't he? Hasn't it moved back, Rick, to after the Final Four? Nick Schwab says this. There he is. I'm live from Walmart pickup line in Destin, Florida, my man. Hey, look at this cup of coffee I got from the Hilton Garden Inn right there. Yeah, Lainey's a little sick today. She's more upset because she didn't get to go to G Mama's. Has all the snow melted off? You know, there's nothing. There is not a flake of snow over here. Nothing. I got 10 stinking inches on Saturday. 10 inches of snow. 10. Isn't that ridiculous? And then if you drive, for example, you drive down to where my mom lives in Greene County, nothing. Zero. It's just a myth. What's up, BT Do? Yeah, I don't think, hey, Rick Clark, I don't think he's going to make that announcement until maybe after the Final Four. I think sometime between April the 3rd and April the 15th. Did I see that accurately, I believe? Man, I'm going to tell you this, and he's not doing this because, you know, he's going off the philosophy of Romeo not making his announcement during the season and wanting to sidestep IU fans. But Rakestraw's from down there, and people tell Rakestraw that it's going to be Vandy. We'll see. I mean, hopefully for IU fans that he's wrong. But that's what Rakestraw has told us the past couple of weeks. Colleen says no snow in Noblesville. About half of the snow in Zionsville, according to Jennifer, has melted. We still have a crap ton. I think we got more than anybody, man. Vanessa says we had nothing in Bloomfield and drove to Indy on Saturday to Supercross, and it was terrible there. Awful. Absolutely awful. I drove down through Bloomfield yesterday, and there's zero. Nothing. Good morning, Crash. It was good for 50 minutes of my drive to Indy Saturday. Minute 51, snow globe. It was ridiculous, man. It was all like in one, right? One little band that kind of shot down, trying to do, okay, it'd be this way, right? Yeah, this way. Kind of shot down through, and it just covered up Indianapolis and certainly Greenwood and Bargersville. It was ridiculous. Good morning, Eric. Welcome back. Hey, I love being over in the Valley. Missouri Valley Conference, cheers. Thank you very much. Having a participant in the Final Four is a big deal. We'll talk to Greg Lansing about Porter Mosier and Loyola of Chicago. I'm telling you what, those kids on Saturday, the coolest interview we have seen in a long time was that post game after they beat Kansas State. And the whole picture thing, Richardson and Custer were talking about being in the hotel lobby, and somebody walked up to Richardson and said, hey, can you take a picture of me? Hey, can you take this picture of us? Are you on the team too? Awesome. I mean, just awesome stories. Kids that get it. I love that, man. Cheers to Loyola of Chicago, and cheers to the Missouri Valley for, oddly enough, being able to survive without Creighton and without Wichita State. Ooh. So cheers to the Missouri Valley Conference. Tony Donahue says Robbie Humble's going to join us today after 3, which is awesome. Seth Weaver wants to know how's the knee. I'm feeling pretty good. It's a little black and blue. Not bad, though. You know, I'm trying to, Seth, people that are smarter than me that give me advice, I'm going to start taking, I think, which would basically be everybody, the entire world. But I'm going to start taking that advice. Good morning, Aaron. The knee is working good. I tell you what was worse. Can I tell you what's worse than the knee? And my anesthesiologist was great. My anesthesiologist, you guys probably know him. He's a member of the Crisaro family on the south side. God, I love this song. If you don't like Tony Orlando and Dawn, I don't think we can be friends. But Crisaro was awesome as the anesthesiologist. Man, it just messes with my head. My head was cloudy. My head was still cloudy yesterday. Just all about me, man. You should give Steph Curry, your doctor, a... Kevin Julian is one of the best. Here we go. Hold on. Oh, my darling, not 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Twice on the pipe. Seltzer says you and Steph Curry about 3 to 4 weeks. Hey, I'm going to be back in I'm shooting for mid-May here. Mid-May. I'm working my butt off. I'm going to go down here to this ATI on 41 and work it here a little bit. Come back over here, talk to some folks. Any other questions you guys want to ask? Final Four is set. I mentioned Loyola of Chicago. Both Kansas and Villanova got in yesterday. And then, of course, you go back to Michigan on Saturday night, too. Told you, Colleen, this is classic. Any questions about that or the Pacers or the snow this weekend? Hey, all these kids are like walking by me right now looking at me really weird. I mean, this is their technology. This is not my technology. Excuse me. Terre Haute's still on daylight saving. Is it? What time is it here? I think it was just me being late, Eric. It was just me kind of being late, I think. So, More than anything else. Why are we got problems? I don't know. I'm back. I'm sorry. It might be that. See, here's what's funny. I got that right here. I thought you said daylight savings time, but you meant DSL. I'm glad we're back. I'm sitting right here in the damn parking lot. I should be getting it good. All right, later on today at 3 o'clock, I'll have, I know that Greg Lance is going to join. I think their new head coach, Vicky Hall, is going to be with me. Sherrod Clayscales, the AD. Kurt Mallory, the head coach, is going to join me later on today. Tony Donahue says, so the myth of Big Ten being a week early hurting them, put that to rest. I think all Big Ten teams, for the most part. You could argue about Purdue. I know Boilermaker fans are upset, but yeah, wasn't much to it, was there? I mean, Michigan struggled at the beginning against Montana, but certainly not since. Ohio State looked pretty decent. Purdue got all the way to the Sweet 16, which wasn't enough for their fan base, so... I know we're going to be fielding a lot of Matt Painter stuff today. I mean, who's anti-Matt Painter right now? How many Boilermaker fans are anti-Matt Painter? Suggesting that might be the ceiling. Really, that's not the suggestion because that has been the ceiling. But you also have to look around, and I think Matt is a really good coach, and you got to look around and think, if you're seriously contemplating wanting to get somebody else, who else is going to be better out there for you? Seriously. Who else is going to be out there that's better? So, she's looking at me kind of funny right there. Anyway. Hey, give me some thumbs here. Is everything going okay with the connection? Sorry about the lack of connection a little bit earlier. Pacers in the postseason, we got that for you. We got the Final Four set for you. Robbie Humble's going to join us. We'll, of course, talk about Purdue. Good morning, Kyle. Do you know how ticket sales are doing for the Pacers recently? I do not know that, man. I know. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to answer some of your calls. I got to get on the road here and head to rehab, but I'm going to answer some of your calls, and we'll be live from the Holman Center a little bit later on today. I'll check with Tony. I have Averett Brother tickets for you later on today on the show at 3 o'clock, and I think I'm getting the Killers as well. Man, thanks for you guys for everything. Thanks for Greg Rakestraw and Tony Donahue for holding things down last week. It was awesome. Travis says, I can't stand the anti-Painter people. Man, there are a lot of them out there, aren't they? And I hate the philosophy, be careful what you wish for, but in this case, I think it's absolutely true with that in mind. But you guys are awesome. Thanks to Rakestraw and Tony. By the way, too, congratulations to Warren Central, unbeaten season 4A champions, all the champions, from Warren to Culver. Man, I tell you, it was pretty good. I mean, all the way around, it was pretty good. I thought the 2A game, for example, the Class A game was outstanding. I'm still a little bit cloudy. I mean, a little bit cloudy here. The Class A game was awesome. Morristown put up some numbers right there. Guys are awesome. Later on today at 3 o'clock, I'll talk at you. Drop Offline Sports without the star. We're live in Terre Haute right now, and we'll be live at the Holman Center later on today at 3 with tickets and a lot more for you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great day.